Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing first play is Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready, ready.
Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready, go.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be first down, Washington. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake, McClendon. Open man is Anderson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throw throw so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. McClendon, complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. McClendon going right back to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and they're able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Garibay on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the set.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go.
All again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Off play action. McClendon slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, McClendon. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Back to throw. McClendon. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Okay, ready?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Ready, play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check white, check pink, yellow, line.
On the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
And every play of his life is blocked perfectly and executed perfectly. It's set up to go for a touchdown, right? but I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable. Nice decision-making and took care of the football.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ready.
To throw on second down. McClendon going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now stands at 13. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. From midfield, here's Lance. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
All starts, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many punts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Briggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And Lance's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lance again. And he'll find Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw, it's Lance. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
On the ball.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. From there, we head to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens trying to finish that one off and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. McClendon. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Down at the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClendon. That's out wide here for Robinson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move to James. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lance looking to throw it. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Yellow, opposite, green.
On first down, right back to Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check right, check pitch.
On the draw, it's Hall. They juked him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Back to the ground with Hall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Now Lance. Caught. It's the tight end Kelsey for a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on first down, McClendon. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McClendon coming across the field. He finds Dotson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On first down, McClendon. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McClendon. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. McClendon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll go again with Hall. Gets by him at the 25. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Sly able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away from the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hey, check that, street. Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Running left, it's Hall. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Chase Young. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A handoff for Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Sly able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now Washington down on the scoreboard. 44 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Jets are going to hang on the